Welcome to the arena, everybody, and welcome to Alliance Tournament 17. I am the Basilisk. I'm joined in the arena today by Miz, and we've got this epic first matchup coming up for you between the Minions and Psychotic Tendencies. So with just over 20 seconds on the clock now, Miz, let's just run through these comps. Obviously, so many bans here from the outset. This is going to be very, very tricky for both these teams to field comps. Minions have opted for their flag Barghest comp with some Gilas, a Stork, 2 Kirins, and 2 Jackdaws, plus a Macarial, which we don't really see very often.
Yeah, so seeing both teams swapping in at 50, except one Heretic of the Tissue team. And as you said, the Barghest is a flagship, so they avoided the ban by bringing the flagship. Also means that if they lose, they are going to lose a lot of ISK. And right now the match has begun. Like the Tissue team has brought a heavy armor laser setup, and that can actually be really good about against the shield setup of the Minions that have weak EM resist. Already seen the Kirin taking heavy damage and the Heretic.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the point of putting the Heretic out in front. I feel like maybe they wanted to use the Heretic with the wobble to scream, but against this kind of shield kite comp, that's not going to be necessary. But yeah, like you said, these triple APOC navies are just going to be able to pump damage across the arena. They're not short on projection, and this Jackdaw of Sin Evil now is taking chunks.
Yeah, taking down that Jackdaw can be a good start for the Tissue team. Like it can bring some DPS and it can threaten their decons, but also it can bring some tracking disruption. And if going down, it's going to be easier for them to do whatever they want. And now the Kirin of Merlin just went down.
Gets obliterated as well. And Tissue, this Blackbird, they've correctly brought this Blackbird, and the Minions have identified it as a serious threat. Obviously, everyone knows this ECM ship. It lands on the grid, and it's so annoying. It's such a pain in the ass to deal with. But it's still holding for the time being, and the second Kirin of Minions goes down.
Yeah, so Tissue actually stabilizing while they're taking out the free support ship of the Minion team. And most importantly, they're taking out the Lodge. So that Barghest is going to be really, really vulnerable now. They'll have to kite, otherwise they'll get killed. Like already saying GG in the local from the Tissue team. Like they are really confident in this now.
Wow, this is insane from Tissue, and they correctly take out the Stork as well. Obviously, the links from that Stork going to be providing a huge amount of effective HP, especially to the flag Barghest. But of course, these Gilas very, very tanky as well. So if you can kill those links and clear those links off the field, the shield links, it makes everything else quicker to kill. And this is now down to just a 10v5, and this Blackbird is still holding absolutely fine. And with those Jackdaws gone, the damage that the Minions is going to be able to put out onto it is pretty severely negated. And this Gila of Redris goes down as well.
This is a huge blow for the Minions team. Like they cannot recover at this point. The Tissue might lose their Blackbird, but at this point it has served its purpose. They don't need it anymore. They can tank everything and then can break everything. And it really shows how these big laser battleships can just shred through shield ships. They have weak EM resistance, and these lasers just put out so much EM damage. I can just see these cruisers without having the lodges and links, they just go down. Like healers are known to be one of the most tankiest cruiser that is Tech 1, but it just can't survive, and the Macarial is getting pounded now.
Yeah, and Miz, we saw after the feeder tournament, Tissue were very, very, let's say, happy about their 200-0 performance. This looks like it's coming to be a 300-0. Oh no, they've lost the Blackbird. Apologies, I am bad at maths. But yeah, this flag Barghest is either gonna die. I mean, well, it's going to die, right? There's plenty of time on the clock. There's still 7 minutes left in this match. So this flag Barghest, this has huge ramifications for the rest of the tournament for the Minions. Obviously, Tissue deciding not to bring their flagship, leaving it at home, and bringing these triple APOC navies instead. And this Barghest from Minions, they went for the gamble. They said, let's bring the shield Barghest comp, and they are losing. And that is absolutely disastrous going forward.
Yeah, definitely. At this point, the pilot of the Barghest, Trinity Reaver, is going to do the best they can to survive in the Barghest, because if they lose it, they can't field it again, and they're also going to lose all the shiny stuff they put on it. They might even be going for boundary if they want to deny the ISK for the loot ISK for the Tissue team. It looks like they're sitting on a micro drop drive beacon. They're trying their best to see if they can dodge DPS long enough to survive the match. But as you said, they have so much time to hunt it down and kill it, and the Hyena and the Heretic are going to be fast to catch it. Like the Hyena can't probably scram it, but maybe
he's MGDing. Long enough. The Barghest is MGDing away. It's also important to note, of course, that this is firstly it's on Tranquility, of course. So all the loot you can get from these ships, you get to keep. And he boundaries.
So he boundaries, yeah. It's denied right away, and it's going to. I believe the pilot of the Barghest is going to get the kill mail, and The
Yeah.
question is if they're going to share it or if we're going to ever see how shiny that Bargest is. And the last healer is just getting cleaned up. Like this is almost a clean sweep. They lost 6 point the tissue team. So it's 300 to 6 over these 3 matches. So let's send it back to the studio and what an explosive beginning. And yeah, GG.